working with AliJulia hair in Malaysian curly. I have 22, 20, and 18-inch bundles with a 16-inch closure. Now I'm just going to take the BW2 powder lightener, and initially I put 3 scoops into that container, but you'll see later on I add more than that because we have a lot of hair to cover. Now I put the bleaching powder to the side and I'm going to start detangling the hair because I don't want to use a brush to apply this bleach. I just wanted to use my hands, of course protected. And you see that's all the shedding we got from all 3 bundles and the closure. So now we're going to take the 40 volume developer by Clairol and add that to the bleaching powder. And the consistency we are going for is like a really cheap conditioner. If you can think of how like thin and loose that is, that's the consistency that I'm actually going for. So this is the consistency that I got after mixing it together, but I would advise that you make it a little thinner so that it's easier to rake through the hair. So here I am just adding that bleaching cream right onto the bundles and raking it through like it's a conditioner. Now you will see that it is a little difficult to do that considering that this is curly hair, so just beware of that. But here I am, I'm just taking it out of the bundle and then folding it into maybe like 4 or 5 times until I feel like it's a little more manageable for myself. And then I'll just repeat that process for all of the bundles. Here you'll see me taking my Denman brush and brushing that through the hair as best that I can. And if you're a curly hair girl, you know you have to start from the bottom and work your way up to the top to get it detangled. And for these bundles, for this bundle, I'm actually going to get it as close as I can to the track because this will be the bundle that's closer to the closure. And I want to make sure that everything there is bleached and then colored. If you're anything like me, you watch tutorials until you know exactly what to do with every single part of the hair. So I thought it was important to include the closure and how I did that. There you'll see me adding the 40 volume developer to make the mixture a little thinner, and then I'll begin to rake that through the closure. Once I've ensured that all of the hair has been coated with the bleaching mixture, I go into the closure and I begin to bleach the knots. You want to do this last because you don't want that to over process. Once I've ensured that everything is covered in the bleaching cream, I let it process for about 30 minutes. The closure, I don't want to leave that long. I actually processed that for maybe 20 minutes because that's the closest to my face and I didn't want that to be too bright. Now that it is time to rinse, I go with cool water and I begin to rinse off the bleaching mixture, and then I try to detangle it, going again from the bottom, working my way up. Now I'm going to go in with Iso Plus neutralizing shampoo so that I can stop the bleaching process. Then I'm going to take my wide tooth comb and work my way up from the bottom again to detangle. Now I'm going to go in with my VO5 moisturizing shampoo, the cheapest shampoo that I could find. And honey, when I tell you it was so easy to rake my fingers through the hair when I put the shampoo on, it was the easiest. Here I am showing you the color when wet, because when it dry it does get a little lighter than this, but it's like a light brown color. Then I go into blow drying because I did not want to wait. So here's the color 56 and 58 in Adore, Cajun Spice and Cinnamon, and I'm going to put that into the container and add my conditioner so that the mixture can stretch a bit and it can condition and moisturize the hair as I am dyeing it. And there's the color after mixing. It kind of looks like a brand new penny, and I just thought it was so pretty. Here I am just applying the dye the same way that I applied the bleaching cream, as if it were a conditioner. Now again, I know how much of a struggle it is to not see someone working on the closure, so here I am just spraying the Got to Be Free spray onto the knots to make sure that none of the knots get dyed in the process. And then I'm just going to blow dry it so that it dries completely before I begin to add the dye straight onto the closure. Now I did take my gloves off, and don't worry, I'll show you guys that I just rinsed them off and my hands were perfectly fine, so don't worry about that. But I'm going to get as close to the lace as possible without touching the lace. That's why I had to take off my gloves, because I needed it to be, you know, like close contact. You know when you order Chinese food and they give you an uptown in this container? Yes, I'm going to put my hair into that and allow it to process. I do not put my closure in there because I don't want the lace to get tinted with the dye if it were to come in contact with the bundles. And I'll leave that in there for about 30 minutes. After allowing it to process, I'm going to go back in with my magical cheap shampoo, and I'm just going to get the rest of the dye out of the hair. As I'm rinsing the hair, I'm making sure that I finger detangle and scrunch the hair so that I can watch those curls get shapoppin', okay? Once everything is rinsed out, I go in with my silicone mix and I rake that through the hair because I need this hair to be shiny, soft, detangled, and I need them curls to come through. As I am detangling this hair, I noticed that some of the hair is lighter than other parts. Some of it didn't even get bleached. But all I have to say is it looks really nice. I'm proud of myself. And I want you guys to watch this video to learn from my mistakes. So next time we going to upgrade, okay? When I dye some hair again, we going to learn from this time. And it's going to be even better than it is now. I'm showing these clips because I need y'all to see that even after all of that bleaching and all of the processing, we still have beautiful curls and it's still very, very soft. This is all the shedding we got after detangling all 3 bundles in the closure, and we're going to leave it in the container for about 20 minutes. Once I take it out and let it air dry, this is the beautiful color that we got. And thank you so much for watching. See you guys next time.